Thank you, Lesley, for jumping in for some analysis. Really great to see the progression in your stroke from the last time we looked at this. Before we get into today's focus points, let's go back to May, when we last had a look at your stroke. I do apologise about the water in the new shot. It was very hard to match up the new footage with the footage from May, as your cadence has picked up a lot. This is really great considering you already have good cadence. Looking side on here, we can see that you're sitting a lot more stable in the water. That hip wobble you had has definitely gone down. Another big thing here is the engagement in your core and driving your hips to roll your body. The last time we looked at this, you were relaxed through this phase and your hips just followed. It's also helping now that your kick is a lot more propulsive. Another big improvement is the left arm. Back in May, you had a straight arm catch to set up phase. Now we can see a high elbow through this phase and you're bending at the right part to set up your push. Getting this high elbow through this phase has reduced the width issue you had. We can see that your body is sitting a lot more neutral in the water and we don't see that big stabilising kick anymore. Looking from above here, we can see that you don't bunch up on that left side as you finish off your stroke, meaning that lateral shift in the hips has reduced a lot as well. And the big thing here is the legs are not drifting out side to side anymore. This is a huge improvement and definitely got you swimming with a lot less resistance. Let's jump into a few focus points to work on to progress your stroke to the next stage. This is starting to look a lot better on that right side. The ONE ARM FREESTYLE drill we have been working on is starting to get that initial catch in a better path. Once you get to the setup phase, your elbow position is really good. This is setting you up to carry the water in the rear part of your stroke. The only issue is the width. Looking front on here, we should see your arm hit close to 90-degree bend. This will bring your hand under your body a bit more, giving you the opportunity to engage some of those larger muscle groups. Alright, let's head back to the catch and have a look at that left side. Looking side on, it looks like you're getting a nice high elbow position catch into setup phase. Looking from above, we can see that the path is out very wide here. To a point we can start to see your shoulders drag your upper body laterally in the water, causing that crossing over of your midline on that left side. We need to get to that same position on the right, hitting that 90-degree bend at this point. The next thing we'll look into is your hand exit. This is a big one as you miss out on maximising the propulsion you have just worked hard to get. At this point we can see your hand turns, releasing hold of the water. Then you just lift your hand out. With getting your hand and forearm under your body from bending at 90 degrees, we will see a greater surge. We just need to make sure you finish off your stroke by squeezing the last bit. Let's revisit the rear scaling drill and really focus on that hand hold of the water. Last focus point here is your timing. Now this one is going to change when we get better hold of the water and finish up your stroke. However, we really don't want to be trying to pull against a large amount of resistance. So in this position here, we can see that your catch into setup phase, and even into the start of your pull, your opposite arm is still recovering. We need to be getting to a timing that as your hand that is recovering passes your head, your pulling arm begins the catch phase. So that as your recovering hand enters the water, you should be setting up your pulling arm to get under your body and push, giving you the ability to surge with the pull under your body as your recovering hand enters the water, maximising your velocity in the water. Let's get into the drill catch up to give you a bit of stability in that front end and focus on the timing shift. Excellent work with this, Lesley. It's a really great progression. All the hard work you've been putting in is definitely getting you swimming with more control. Keep up the great work.